Advisory Board. As you might recall, 9 months ago we started the project Anti-Aging Medicine in an Aging Tower Society. The topic is still very important. Anti-aging medicine circulates in the media and it calls for societal action. This is why we started our project, and I'm going to give you an impression at the midpoint of the project of what we have achieved and what we want to do in the future. We started with a future panel organized about the main central topics of anti-aging medicine, and thus far we have finished 3 out of 4 panels and have dramatic good results.
Of course.
We invited all the key actors, which you can find on the presentation slide at the back of the room. We invited numerous medical experts, gerontologists, clinical specialists, pharmaceutics, just to mention a few ones. We also invited all the relevant industry actors, as well as the representatives of the health insurance companies. Furthermore, we invited the experts on health ethics to achieve a thorough discussion. We organized 4 different panels in which the experts met and discussed topics. The first panel concerned medical technologies. The second debated economic aspects of the topic. The third one concerned mental health. And the last one addressed the questions of ethics and regulation. Thus far, we have finished the first 3 of the panels, and let me give a brief overview of the results. In the medicine panel, we agreed or found out during the discussions that a public research program is needed to address the research questions that are addressed currently only by industry researchers. Furthermore, we need a clarification of the latest trends in the pharmaceutical medical devices development that are about to approach in the next 5 years on the market. And we identified several very pressing problems that need to be addressed in the future. It's the availability of old people for the workforce, and as well as the everyday obstacles they face when elderly people especially are confronted with information technologies. We found a digital divide between the elderly and the young. Furthermore, is the criminal exploitation of helpless elderly people a pressing problem. What is needed is a public debate to integrate elderly people in our society. In the economy panel, we found that there's a dramatic cost explosion in the healthcare as well as in the pension systems. But we also see a great growth potential for the anti-age medicine sector to stimulate our domestic economy. Let me skip the details of the other panels. You will find it in the keynotes we have given to you. What lies ahead of us? Ahead of us lies the 4th panel of the future conference, and we will follow this up with a citizen summit. The last panel of the future panel is a special panel. We decided that we will bring the results of the first 3 panels together, and they will be discussed from an ethical viewpoint. We don't expect as clear results as in the other 3 panels, but we expect that especially conflict lines in society will become clear and visible as a result of this panel. We want to identify the ethical problems and the trade-offs of different fields of the topic, like the economy of anti-age medicine as well as the societal prospects and risks. After this, we will start a citizen summit. There we want to discuss with citizens the conflicts of interest we have identified in the panels, as well as the trade-offs between the different thematic aspects. We want to provide a normative orientation for policy making as a result of this. For the citizen, summit, we want to invite citizens to have 100 representative citizens that will discuss with each other for one day. The citizens should discuss the dilemmas we identified and should choose priorities, what they want to be the society we will live in. For this purpose, we will provide them with instructive materials, and we decided that it's best if there are no experts present during the Citizen Summit to let the citizens discuss freely with each other, and we didn't want experts to interfere. We are hoping that if there are questions from the citizens, these can be answered by the moderators, and we are debating within our project group if we can contact and win politicians for this honorful task, the moderation of the Citizen Summit. At the end, we plan to hold a press conference to disseminate selected messages via the media gained in this Citizen Summit, and if possible, we wish that this could be assisted by high-level politicians. At the end, the final product of this project shall be a report addressed to the Committee on Health that presents policy options and fields of political actions as we gained during our project. Honored members of the advisory board, I hope we will get your approval for the next steps and months of this project.